I'm going to show you a written method of multiplication that I use with my students here at Catapult, and it has been very successful. It's particularly useful for those children who do not like to use the column traditional method. That's the one where we write lots of zeros in the answer line, carry lots of digits, and end up getting lost in the middle of it. So for 217 times 37, you simply write a 2, a 1, and a 7 with a bit of space between them to represent the 217, and then come around the side here and write your 37, separating your 3 above your 7. Then draw a box that goes underneath the 217 and just slightly below that 7 in the 37. Complete it, and it should look like a rectangle. Separate the digits with lines to create columns, and then one line going across the way to separate the 3 from the 7 in 37. And for each little square inside the lattice, we must draw diagonal lines from the top right to the bottom left to create triangles, and these will be the places where the tens and units in the times tables answers will go. So underneath this 2 and across from this 3, I come to this square where I perform 2 times 3, which is 6. Now, I just need to write a 6 really in this bottom triangle for 6 units, but you can put a 0 up at the top for 0 tens. Then I've got 1 meeting 3 here, so 1 times 3 is 3, 7 times 3 is 21, then 2 times 7 makes 14, 1 times 7 makes 7, and 7 sevens make 49. And now your child must add up these numbers, but in a particular direction, and it's the diagonal direction that these triangles have created. So here I have a 9 in a line, a diagonal line all by itself, which means our answer finishes with 9. So you write the 9 just outside the box underneath it. Then I have a kind of diagonal line or a stripe with a 7, a 4, and a 1 in it, which add up to make 12. So I'll put down my 2 and carry the 1 into the next stripe. And then we've got a 1, a 4, a 3, and a 2. So that makes 10 altogether. Put my 0 down, carry the 1 into the next line, and then a 6, a 1, and a 1 make 8. And I've got nothing here, so my answer is 8029, which is 8029. And the lattice can also be used for decimal multiplications, which most children find very difficult to perform using the column traditional method. So for 368 times 5.3, again, just write your 3, your 6, and your 8 for 368. Come out a bit, then we're going to go down and write 5. Write your point, and then a 3, and then once again, draw the lattice. So first of all, just the rectangle, then separate the digits like this, and make sure that the line that's going across the way is exactly beside the decimal point. Then create your triangles. And once again, just perform the multiplications for each step. So 3 times 5 is 15, 6 5s are 30, 8 5s are 40, 3 3s are 9, 6 3s are 18, and 8 3s are 24. And we're ready to add up the digits again. This line adds up to 4. These 3 add up to 10, so I'm going to carry a 1 to the next stripe. That makes 15. And then I've got a 9 and a 1, but I can write, first of all, my 19504 in my answer, but it's not the final answer because this was a decimal question. So what I do next is find out where 2 decimal points meet, and that will help me work out where the decimal point goes into the answer. However, our first number, 368, didn't have a decimal point, so I need to put 1 after the units because that's where a decimal point would come, right after the units. Now this decimal point is traveling down the way, this decimal point is traveling across the way. They would collide right here, and then they travel down that diagonal line and just drop right there, which means the decimal point goes between the 0 and the 4, and our answer is 1950.4. For more teaching about the lattice, try the Target 6 and Target 10 workbooks in the Target Practice series.